identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law, gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Enemy on your back!
ID'd as OC Forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Strider 1, missile launched. Strider 1, target acquired. In gun range.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed. It's a motion.
They are responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. You on the road. Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
There's a strict curfew. Can't rent bars and other places to learn what's going on. General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaFarge are the real patriots. Onward!
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to stay at toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
He dodged it. We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a Cold War.
blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Destroyed.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes a traitor, Lamar. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? We busted that vehicle!
Set up in all the right places.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long. Target obliterated.
Houston, Toledo Squad, friendly hello in front. I'm a patriot and my duty is calling. Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
Strider 1, missile launched.
How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere. We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Grunder Park. Captain Carr, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the works of young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians. Missile launched.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
I have a visual on 3 strike.
Okay, get this guy off my back!
There's fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped. OCN forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
That vehicle is one of ours! Cease fire! The info just came through!
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Strider 1 was shot down. There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. I'm gonna pass.
Niner Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
This fall has led to another power struggle with the Norwegian military.
It's all gone to hell. Radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio?
You have one in your cockpit, Commander.
Yeah, ever since my previous squadron.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
Forces and the insurgents signals the carrier jet is in a civil war. An armored vehicle's behind us. Vehicle moved by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! Listen up. From here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off. I didn't think we were gonna make it when you saved us. Thanks.
The drones aren't receiving my orders. I wish the UAVs are slave mode. It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there. We've been told.
Unknown aircraft approaching. We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Lucian forces.
Those guys shooting up there. Aren't they Belarusians?
There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies. With the main conflict concluded, regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle for stabilization of the nation.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking?
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
I'll show you morons my team's taking serious. The fight is not just instincts.
Fox 2.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Destroy aircraft and carry marks on the tail. They're penal unit double. We're the only ones here on our side.
Taking fire from a friendly drone.
Target locked.
The general's vehicle is under attack. Our VIP is taking fire.
I'm hit. Get this guy off my back. We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time. We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the axis. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Faking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters, and then to assassinate Harling and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harling's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed. You radicals were so busy developing UAVs that you forgot to develop real pilots. You are a disgrace.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi with the General's Day.
This general's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing. industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Either me or the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosted drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
We turn to in this darkest hour. We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusia News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. They should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
Trigger, cease fire.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Welcome.
Behind the enemy. How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it's those Osean big shots, do you? I managed to catch a glimpse of the three strikes.
Nine.
Missile launched.
No good. Shit.
Getting out of block. Breaking.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
They're my way. Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... Drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Osean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Welcome. Understood. Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Right? Something like that. Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Launched.
Something else entirely.
Can't abort the MQ-99's launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Behind this.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Our drones headed this way.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies.
Chancellor flares launched. Fox 3.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Target acquired. Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Strider 1, missile launched.
like to see?
Another story to tell my boy. Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopters flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Osean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Osean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, it's listen to this. I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster. All...
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead. What did you say? Apparently, he was shot down by another Osean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches and sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio.
It still works! I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness.
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer, at this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
With so much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. Now all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Osean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Lancaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Our air support is here. Thank God. Friendly bird.
Updates on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety. Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Go engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
There's more over here. The body can get civilians. It's part of the fight. They're all lined up.
Destroyed.
No, they're not combatants. Some of them are away. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to quit. Damn, the Erusian bastards. They're fighting more crime. Take photos for evidence.
Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. My ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ. Give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to at least see the children in proper burial. Calling friendly birds! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help while we're still up and running! We're down to less than half our vehicles. Count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
Bandit splash.
Don't pursue too deep. We just need to buy some time. Open the bay until Operation Feeding Time.
Watch it. Enemy
Hold them away from the mass driver.
Ambush, stay calm, report the ring! It's fine, take a little damage. We need to finish this fight now. I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. They pointed nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Delta. You hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks! The armor at the front line. Don't stop!
ID complete.
We don't need to shoot them. Just delay their advance. Got it?
Our guys just forgot the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Send in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good. It's the Osean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Lancaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirm! The info is from Allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. Where are we supposed to leave? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
Push him back! Fire! Fire at will! We need more ammo!
Strider 1, Fox 3.
Back up 13. Next fight, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Help me! Gather on the water.
Inside! Continue the countdown. This is not stupid. Do the countdown! There's still one Arsenal bird left. Then Elysium might fight camp. Use cameras to track the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for. Save your ammo. Throw him in and then fire.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Strider 1, target destroyed. Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets. Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
Our tank commander's down! Taking fire! We're pinned down! This independent special security squad is demanding to credit the base.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase out the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence Operation No Return! These are unguided. Stay on course. Let's just get this done.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them. Strider 1, Fox 3.
They're starting to fire blindly at us. You can see they're getting desperate.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them.
Trigger, boss, get over here quick. They got a stubborn one on my ass.
Look, our air support is taking out most of the Erusian forces.
Ramming. I've been hit by a missile.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time. Fox 3. Chaff flares launched.
I've got you.
Why isn't the Erusian army retreating? They're just sitting ducks for our air support.
Enemy on your back.
Draw the enemy's attention here.
Control, this is Flight Leader. All systems ready. We are go for launch. This is Launch Control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness.
Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time.
Launch Control, roger that.
He has a beat on you. More bombers approaching. Intercept them now. Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Really? I've been hit by a missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Behind the enemy.
Fox 3. Intercept those bombers.
Enemy on your back.
Hey you, dumbass with the scratches on his tail. Hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me. You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help those refugees.
Count me in.
That's right.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she...
Use the smoke canister. Who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile away. Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Javelin flares launched.
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I can even do anything to that scrap. That takes care of them. No civilian casualties. Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
I'm usually pretty good at playing tag, but these guys have a head
All
start.
aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
Let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. So they're trying to feed that giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission.
Target acquired.
Number 2.
The target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's headed. Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. We've recalculated the remaining time.
All we need to do is slow them down.
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. This thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul. based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hoosier.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. He's confused.
I know. Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%. Why are they attacking this base? We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Chancellor flares launched.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military?
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslij, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
Retreat! Our tank can't take on a fighter!
Nickel.
They have 4 aircraft! 4 planes incoming! Fire more missiles!
Missile launched. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target is in machine gun range.
They're bombing us! We're unable to use the SAMs! Help me! Hit them with AA shells and they'll come down!
Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
Shit! I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Our scouts. Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engine. The warehouse is full of ammunition.
We're headed back.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Chaffle flares launched.
Damage report. All of our infantry fighting vehicles and tanks are caught.
Enemy on your back.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Just how much do they want to take from us?
Yeah, they can go on ahead without me. Evading! Target locked. Strider 1, target eliminated.
Half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. Stand us out. Everybody in place to strike back.
Strider 1, missile launched. Hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
AA destroyed. We're sitting ducks. Casualty dog. Exalt squadron, stand by.
Native, this tunnel's full so we can get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Why aren't Win and the others airborne?
Trigger, splash abandoned.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood it. You are in violation of Shalaji airspace. Turn around and we'll be forced to shoot you down.
This is the OC long-range strategic strike group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
You must be the snowbirds.
Strider 1 was shot down. No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We Moves on a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin. Rider 1, target eliminated.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat! Help is here.
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What is he talking about? They already are firing on us. He's confused.
I know.
Tank is destroyed.
We're all out of ammo. Fire the famine. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military?
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslij, which neighbor Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
They're bombing us. We're unable to use the SAM. Help me!
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
They have 4 aircraft. More planes incoming. Don't fire more missiles. It'll make us an easier target.
Locked on, Bandit.
We're coming up on the castle.
Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Our scouts. Taking both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the snow, Bandit, and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head against your jet engine.
Strata 1, target acquired. Fox 2.
Right, breaking away.
Set up AA gun range. Put them on a flat surface.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. AA gun confirmed destroyed.
Rebel fire, evading.
Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. We still have plenty of missiles left, but the launcher is toast. Please, somebody answer us!
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like this.
We did what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we can get up there. So long with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Keep the invaders out of our sky. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood. You are in violation of Shalaji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down.
This is the Osean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to be talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Farbanti.
You bastard!
You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit! Roseman hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launched into the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, we must find someone to guide you. I am not that person. Mihai. Boss Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Yeah, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. No good. I can't get close enough.
It's a trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack. Strider 1, target acquired.
Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone under there. Being together, Mihai taught me something. Drone fighters don't thrive with the blue. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. The new First Legion Air Force should be fighting against. Look at this.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you're blown to pieces.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy.
Strider 1 has been hit. Are you alright?
He's fine, but if he takes another hit, it's a miracle you're not in a million pieces.
Look, it's like the sky's been sliced wide open. Not bad. This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've found every last one of them.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
He's still flying, but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off, Trigger. Trigger, there's something about Mr. X's flying pattern after he dodges a missile. He flies in a straight line at low speed. That's your chance to attack.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
He got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. A solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkins? 'Cause this guy was a Belkin, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkin, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusia? My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder.
Yes?
I wonder which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse and see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Don't let them damage more! Show them what the Erusian, no, what fighter pilots are made of!
Thanks. I owe you.
No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Osean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison.
Roger. We're not speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
This is Skull Squadron and Rigel Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is Sol 2. Republic of Bosnia Germans are to rendezvous. Southern Squadron, though.
This is Mr. X's crew. Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman.
These trainers are sitting around here.
Some of their squadrons are in weird formations.
They have manned aircraft in front of the bases now.
All this just to keep the war going.
They're killed for 3 strikes.
They're impressive. The UAVs were sluggish when the leader went down.
I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell. The biggest threat on their slave bird.
Picked up a slave bird.
I got this one.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why... No, we are. First, our rules. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
Caution, enemy has a lock.
I heard 3 strikes was already here.
You're all mine.
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We jacked its signal in order to reach out to you.
Disobeyed. Strider 1, missile launched.
Strider 1, go.
Have a visual on 3 strikes. Look out for 3 strikes. Do not shoot him down.
The UAVs on our side. We have superiority.
Special delivery.
Zone 3, Fox 2.
AFM can't tell radicals is friendly. What am I supposed to do?
The time has come to show the enemy the true meaning of patriotism.
Attacking from behind my target.
Pick up the gun.
With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
Avril, it's safe over here. You're taking away all their guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid?
All right, understood.
Worry about running out of pilots and drones.
elevators. Skies unknown. Huh. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning! Missiles launched from the Arsenal bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact!
How many got caught in that explosion?
Lancaster, do we have more incoming?
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time, stupid woman.
Missile launch from the Arsenal bird. Shit, airburst type. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
You're trying to work together. Here's the shot. I'm bailing out.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Impact now.
Fuck that. It's all over.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
I'm going down.
Remote control. It's up to you now.
30 seconds remaining.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal. Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the Arsenal bird.
Incoming! 5, 4.
Everybody, give this attack everything you've got.
Open fire!
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
Damn monster.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the Arsenal bird.
Lasers!
We can't find it. Evacuate! Flagship starting heavily damaged by laser weapons. We're kept on aircraft and drone melting. Take a blast! Fly lifeboat!
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's a pretty impressive firepower.
found the maintenance elevator. Get to the top of the wind break. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? I'll never get it on with those frills. Yes.
I'm sick of that arrogant bastard, seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone.
Add water to the opposite.
Get a radar on the man. I think.
Nothing phases this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft, separately engaged in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the Arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
Just thinking about it now? Cover any friendlies that's hit. Enemy has a rock. Evade!
Strutter 1, missile launched. Strutter 1, lock on target. Strutter 1, Fox 3. It's ready, it's APS.
Locked on, you're mine.
Damn it. I've taken some damage. One aircraft hit. No, two.
Enemy's got a lot.
I can see a light bulb shaped thing, but
Enemy on your back.
it isn't lit up.
That's it. That's the location marker. Have it from there, right?
Got it.
Pretty close to something we can do. Just evading like this will get us all killed. I have a solid block. Cyclops 1, break away! Break away! When's that shield gonna lose power? Never. When elevators continuously supply you with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do? Corvette? Smash it. Smash all 6 of the bastards. It'll lose power.
Damn shield, just go away. Be gone. Disappear.
Gone cuckoo count?
Away with you. Look.
Huh. Just what kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
It wasn't magic. It's a scam. Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
The lights. It's switched to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
This is the observation center.
UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're down.
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
It was down to destroying the Rectenna's base.
Say what?
We destroyed the target module. They got the Arsenal bird. That'll leave the Rectenna base bomb. Fire on fire, we can cook that bird. Theoretically, that may prove impossible even for an experienced pilot. That would be a problem, Whit.
Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this.
Is he really that good of a pilot? I bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! Refugees. Everyone calm down. You wanna get yourself killed? George! Tabloid! Get back here!
I can't leave that girl to die.
Fine, fine! Get her, but be quick about it!
Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run! Run! Careful!
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
Good job.
You should be able to see the Rectenna where the supply unit was.
Is everything okay?
Cosette, some people were crushed. But the kid Tabloid went after a safe. He ran that distance with a girl in his hands.
Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe?
George and the girl were saved. They were saved. Both of them.
Destroy that, and even the mighty Arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
Good luck.
Leave it to Trigger.
Don't let us down, Strider 1. Clear a path for Strider 1.
Leave the big fish to Trigger. We'll take down the UAVs.
We're counting on you. Follow 3 strikes. The Erusian pilot should know better than anybody that that's the right call.
I've got you.
We can't stop.
Fox 2. Target acquired.
Does this really think he can beat a human pilot?
Missile evaded.
Keep the UAVs company.
Rex had a base unit confirmed destroyed.
Lancaster. Oh my god. The Arsenal bird is on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Lancaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water.
Burning from the inside.
All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. Surrender now. We will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. Our units surrender. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down.
Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down.
What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory?
I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground.
No, wait!
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Osean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. 3,000 meters to carrier. You're on course. Looking good, buddy. You're too fast. Lower your speed. Bank left, Trigger. Lower your nose. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Osean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This Scrap Queen's got work to do.
Trigger, everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Osean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft left. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience, so the newer aircraft will be more tactically advanced. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down no matter what it takes. We'll do it so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. She says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you.
A dinged-up plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now.
Take care. Whatever happens, it ends here. The outcome's mostly up to him.
We've got quite a few Erusians with us.
Oseans are sticking around, too. I don't care what country anyone's from.
What counts is knowing who the real enemy is. Right, guys?
Affirmative. I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft follow trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
All right.
Understood.
Roger.
The space elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. Drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Clever little bastards.
Goal leader to Logcast. UAV is confirmed in direction of travel. Station abandoned.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot them down.
Strider 3, copy. Let's do it, Ocean.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now. Salamander 3, Skull 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick.
I've never seen anyone fly this fast. Provide support.
Friendly lost. Another confirmed down. There we go. One down. One down. Target is losing altitude rapidly.
That enemy is black smoke billowing from it. I saw it myself. Green strike is the real deal. One plane left.
Soul 2, evade! Evade!
Soul 2 lost. It was a good one, too.
Vito, damn it!
Damn it!
The UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing. Attention, all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. They're small drones.
These guys have quite the bag of tricks.
One small drone is down. Strider 1 got it.
Hostile has a lock.
Locked on Bandit.
Strider 1, Fox 3. Hostile lock. Strider 1.
Trigger's missile hit. That one looks like it hurt. Trigger has scored a kill. Hell yeah! You finally did it! Way to shoot, Ace. Look, it discarded its wings. What the? It's just like the UAV that Trigger shot down at the road arrest. Is that the prototype that Ryzen was talking about?
I can't find a lock.
We're on our way back. We're sending information to the aftermarket.
Let me avenge Vito.
Sending from low altitude to repeat missile.
Promise. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions?
It's observing Strider 1. It's like it's trying to learn from it.
Target acquired. Strider 1, Fox 3.
They learned to fly like Trigger. Who's gonna shoot him down?
Not to mention they can manufacture one of them too.
Unable to acquire status updates for Evolution aircraft via data link. All aircraft rely on visual confirmation.
No sweat. That's how it used to be done.
Attack missed.
Strider 1, missile launched.
One target left. We can do this.
UAV is picking up an urgent.
this up forever. Finish it off, Trigger. Strider 3, launching missile.
And now open this guy up.
Signal is lost.
Our top base, showing us how it's done.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. Can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Can you hear me? There's still one drone left.
Who the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
Went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Trigger, you're gonna have to fly into the tunnel after the UAV.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough space for him to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
Caution. 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 Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data. You need to destroy it as fast as you can.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after making it through that maze. Don't worry, I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it. I'm hit. Shit. My wings seem fine, but I'm losing thrust. Is it my engine? Definitely feels like it's my engine. I'm fine. I can still fly. My rudder's acting up. It's hard to keep level. not getting much thrust, but I'll be okay. Oh, that's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. The drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. That's right. We're going home. I thought of a way out of here. The space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though. Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you! I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice. Attempting to land. I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway, here goes. Come on, baby, stay with me just a bit more.
Should we send in an evac team?
We can't give up. We have to wait.
Can you hear me? We're all waiting. A world of darkness needs a light to shine. We're waiting for that beacon of light.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar.
I did it! That's our Trigger!
He's a damn hero.
No doubt. You're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly under the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus?
Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
We're on our way back from our 7-year mission to the asteroid belt. I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land in
Wait,
this
what was that transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown, the path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad. The refugees built the settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yuktovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess, she's looking to the stars. Dark blue, to the heavens and beyond.
Can you hear me?
Tu te souviens de nos fleurs préférées qui chantaient tout près de nous, du jour de ta déclaration d'amour.